Hey everybody, my name is Pravus and welcome to more After Ink Revival as we continue with our Mega Brutal Guide series. Voice is feeling a little bit better today, so we can pick up where we left off and hopefully it does not give out. We're moving into the Blasted Wastes. Survivors find shelter among the ruins of an ancient battlefield. However, for them, the war is not over. This map is kind of tricky, not only because we're going to be getting attacked a lot, but the big issue is our fighters. Because of these three modifiers, they are going to be constantly consuming at least 3 times more resources than usual, even if they're in your own territory. And it gets even worse if they are outside of your territory. The further away they get, the worse it's going to be. So as you train up your fighters to deal with the inevitable zombie attacks, and there are going to be a lot of them, if your economy cannot sustain those fighters, you can't hold a proper military campaign, and that's where it's going to get a little bit tricky. Well, if you're gonna give me the Economist, it's hard to say no, it's just always good. I don't think the Hermit map works on this particular map. 4 stamina, 5 stamina, or 3 stamina. I think the choice is going to be obvious. Let me go ahead and pull up the map. So you're gonna see that we have some sheep immediately to our north, and if we cross the river to our southeast, we can find a couple of forest tiles and even more wintertime food. That's all great, and we're going to be sticking to that corner of the map for at least a while. The problem is, you can see there are a lot of infestations. We're going to be having tons of zombie attacks, including some infested borders, so it's never really going to let up, and we're going to get attacked from that south bridge all the dang time. So we're going to have to entrench there for a while, and again, we can't send our fighters out to fight them for a while unless our economy is ready for it. Let's go ahead and pick up our goals. We have to reach population 4. We've got about a year and a half to do this, so we don't have to rush it too much, but by the end of your first winter, you should be thinking about how you can do this. Then we have to explore 7 areas, which is mostly going to happen just by exploring our area of the map, so that's not so bad. Then train up 2 fighters, so you can't avoid it, you have to have both of them. Next, we have to produce 14 water, 12 food, and then 10 fuel, all in quick succession. All of these things we're going to be doing anyway. Again, not a big deal. Next, kill 14 zombies, and again, this does apply retroactively, so by now, you'll probably have fought close to that many zombies anyway, and you have a lot of time to do it, so I wouldn't stress here. But to finish things out, you then have to clear out all infestations and kill all zombies on the map. This is where things do get hard, because again, those fighters are going to be very, very expensive to maintain, and you've got to be very intelligent about how you operate that campaign. I even had a test game in this where I literally got to the end step. I was almost done with the final objective, 1 infestation left, and then a horde of 100 strength zombies spawned from the borders and instantly wiped me out. It was horrendous. So never let your guard down here. Let's go ahead and settle up. I'm going to use my exploration bonuses to get to the forest a little bit faster. Since we do have the Economist, I don't mind just going straight for this. Be aware there are some zombies right here in this tile, and if you move a fighter here, they will become aggressive. We're going to try to avoid that for at least a little bit if we can. Now, as far as our resources, I'm going to go ahead and do my normal scavenge. Let's get the lumber yard. We can get ourselves some firewood splitters and stuff in a second. Scavenge for a bit of food. Go for at least 1 well. I'll grab the firewood splitter, sure, why not? And then go for all of our normal stuff over here. I do not want to pick up the fighter yet, but we will very soon. I just don't want to pay the extra cost for as long as I can avoid it. Let's go and explore up here to the north because there are some sheep in this area, so if I can start getting some food here, that would generally be wise. I've got a lot of stamina to start, so I might as well be aggressive with it. Get as much value going as possible. As we fill up with our wood and our food, now I don't mind going for technology 2. We know we're going to need that by the time that we do get to our 3rd population, which should be fairly soon, so we'll just go ahead and pick that up now. What else can we do over here? We could, well, we can't do much of anything until we get tech. I could go for another well here, but I think I'll just go ahead and wait until we get the next level of tech. Yeah, it cost me a couple of extra stamina. I mean, that sucks, but like, whatever, it's more cost-effective as far as actually getting some of the water going for us. Let's go ahead and pick up the extra firewood splitter to save us a little bit more. And I would go for the lumber yard, but I'm going to hold off, save the stamina, because we're already approaching our first winter. Not a lot of time to spare here, is it? No, sir, not a lot at all, and we're going to need that stamina to deal with this. But remember, I also have to get my fighter going, so, yeah. But if we pick up the fighter right now, I promise he's going to consume like an extra 1 or 2 food, water, and fuel by himself, let alone our actual population needs, and that's kind of hard to deal with in the winter. Now, one big problem is that I have, on this map in some test games, been attacked by a wave of zombies already by about this point, at which point it's just game over. I'm sorry, there's really nothing you can do. All right, we got wild dogs. I definitely have to have the fighter now, so we'll do that. I'm going to explore this territory first because I don't want a surprise attack from this region. This is a good part of what can kill you. So by getting rid of this, that at least saves me some time. I have to explore down here as well because I want to draw this zombie away before we get attacked by another group. I don't want to fight all of them at once, and we can deal with this. The problem is, if you do get attacked by zombies across here and from this one, you do not have any reinforcements from the settlement. So if you don't have a second fighter, and you're not by this point, then you're pretty much just going to die. Let's go ahead and send the fighter, deal with these dogs. We get a fair bit of extra food. That is nice. I will move down here and draw... Whoop! This zombie already got aggressive. How? I don't know why he got aggressive, but all right, we'll just go move down here then. Whoa, wait. Why are there two of them? Did this guy cross across the bridge and I just totally missed it? Uh-oh. We may have just really screwed ourselves over here. I'm going to explore this region just to give myself a slight combat bonus. I think we have to go for the second fighter. Oh, this is bad. One fighter's really going to struggle to deal with this. We can... Oh, we got lucky, though. We managed to get a kill. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Can we cancel? Oh, wait. Yes, cancel? No, you can't cancel the second fighter. Okay. I thought you could, but apparently not. Morale is critical right now. Yeah, and that is because we are completely out of firewood. I was getting distracted. I apologize. We'll just go ahead and get some stuff figured out there. Right, and as far as anything else, I'll just go ahead and pick up the well, since I know that our fighter's about to consume so much extra water, we don't really have much of a choice. We can throw away a little bit of food. That's not a big deal as of yet. We can burn some wood for some emergency fuel so I don't lose a pop. That's also fine. I can't do anything about this, but the good news is this is going to go away on its own once we get to the next season, so not a big deal. Wait for a bit of stamina here, but I think we now need to go ahead and pick up the next shack. We have to, otherwise we're not going to make it in time before our impatience is going to kick in. So I have to start thinking about how I'm going to get the next level of tech as quickly as possible here. It is okay to do some scavenging if that is what is necessary. So I'm not going to scavenge for wood. I might as well just go for the lumber yard. I'm going to get a sheep farm, and I'm going to go ahead and do a scavenge here. But notice we are consuming way too much all of a sudden. Like, it's already cost me a lot. Let's explore up over here because I can get myself the extra sheep there. And yeah, we're just going to have to do another scavenge, I think. Oh, this sucks. This really sucks. I don't like that the fighters consume so much. I'm sorry. It does really hurt a lot. But we're going to be okay as long as we just keep scavenging out this food. Somehow we're just burning through it all so fast. I'm intentionally not deploying this fighter. I don't know if it makes a difference. I really don't know if he's consuming resources regardless if he's deployed or not. But I don't want to test it. I'm going to go ahead and accept that the stamina is paused for a little bit just to get a little more authority and some morale for a moment. We're not going to be doing anything for a little bit anyway. Waiting for that lumber to come in so we can get that next technology, which should be happening in just a moment. And then that's going to come at a really good time because we're about to hit our next pop. Perfect. All right, got that. We have to get some more morale going. Let's go for probably the small... It's going to cost me too much lumber. Anything else I can afford right now? Not really. Fine, we'll just go ahead and grab the town square, but like I'm really going to struggle on this front. All right, so we've already scavenged out 7 regions, which means we immediately get all of our objectives finished there, and I've already trained 2 fighters even if I haven't deployed him, so that objective is done already as well. So we kind of immediately skip straight into number 4, and we just have to produce some water, which we're doing anyway. So impatience is not going to be my issue here. It's, well, everything else. Everything else is going to be the problem. I really wish I had more lumber. I'd love to explore and take some more territory, but we have to just wait a little bit. We have to be patient. Don't have a good way around that right now. Playing as the economist is definitely hurting. I don't know. Can I deploy these guys or not? Like, look at this. This consumption is just atrocious, dude. The consumption is horrendous so long as you have these stupid fighters. I don't know if it makes a difference. Let's test it. Okay, I think it has not gone up. I actually can't remember if it was 5 or 6 a second ago. Fighter strength would be nice. I think I'll take that. But my morale is dropping rapidly because we are out of food. I was hoping to just try to make it a little bit easier for me to claim a region, which we can do, might as well, but I really need to get the food going here. 2 fighters this early on is hard to sustain. I wanted to get as much done with just 1 as possible. But all right, now we have 27 stamina to work with. So let's just go ahead and get as many sheep farms going as possible. I'm going to do an emergency scavenge because I think we need it. We have to get a well because my fighters are now consuming all of it. And of course, we have to get things like charcoal pits. But you know, it'll be a lot cheaper just claiming this forest over here. Then we can go for 2 charcoal pits over here. Plus, we can get ourselves at least another lumber yard. And then for services, let's get a kitchen and probably a fire pit or something. I don't know. I kind of need to save the stamina just for some scavenging. This is going to be another really rough winter for me here. The food is currently going through here. So we finished with all of the water already. So now we just finished with the food. Now we just have to produce 10 fuel. This is fine. This is completely fine. Now, I don't know how many zombies we've killed up to this point. It's definitely not been 14. So we'll be waiting on that for at least a little bit. 12% chance death. I mean, my water is a massive issue. I feel like I need to build another well. God, I need more lumber and everything. I need everything. I need everything. Our scavenging is going to be atrocious here as well. If we don't scavenge some wood right now, we have nothing to build. We can't build any of the stuff that I've queued up. So I feel like we haven't got much of a choice but to do that. I'm not going to have my wells. I'm not going to have anything. A couple more zombies coming in over here, but we got our reinforcements, and these guys are plenty strong as is right now, so I'm not worried about it. I really... stamina pause again, I guess. I really don't think it matters that much. We're going to get another really big influx of stamina once this does come through, but it's going to be a little while. I need to start scavenging for this fuel here. So we at least were able to build the fire pits, which is great. We almost have enough to meet our needs. Just a little scavenging is actually going to do the job. And then food-wise, again, not very far off. I think we actually have enough to survive through the winter. So there's that objective. 14 zombies. Yeah, we've got like 5 or 6. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. There's my stamina. Okay. So with this taken care of, we can think about how we want to continue. We can claim this region. We're about to get attacked probably, but we can do this. That's going to get me 2 more sheep farms. I'm going to get myself some lumber production and a little bit more charcoal. I can actually get more, but I'm going to save that. Let's go for the fire pit, the toilets, get that morale back up. And I can afford to go for a 5th population for even more stamina generation. But probably, the thing is you need to have 7 population. Like, 7 population is what's going to unlock the 3rd fighter, and you are going to need that by the time we get to the end of this. But, obviously, the more population, the more resources I consume, and having that 3rd fighter is going to be expensive. So, yeah, I have to have enough technology to just keep building tall, tall, tall. That is what it takes here. I'm going to build some storage for a couple of things to be safe, since at the moment I feel like we could do this, but I don't have any buffer. So if things fluctuate in my economy, I just straight out die. Please don't go south. There you go. Come straight into my waiting fighters. That's what I wanted to see. You fools! Now, the good news is my morale is really high right now. So our chances of getting something like, I don't know, a celebration is actually pretty good. We could explore this region right here in case it's a surprise attack. I'm not really worried about a surprise attack because with the reinforcements from the settlement, we'll be fine. That was a pretty decent amount of free patience. I'm happy with that. Lose water, gain food. Absolutely. Just solves a bunch of problems for at least a little bit. We could get more lumber yards. I'm going to go ahead and grab the charcoal pit instead. And let's just think about how we can get to Tech 4. Because that's what I need now. Tech 4, so I can just keep building up that population and work my way up to 7 and also just build taller, taller, taller. All right. So let's go ahead and research it now. I can get myself another sheep farm. I know we don't have the wood. Get another lumber yard. Can't do anything there. Should be fine here. Let's get the basic bathhouse going. Fine. So this hunting lodge would be fine for me to get. Again, it's just more wintertime food. That's kind of one thing that's weird about this map is you end up having so much wintertime food, it kind of changes how you want to build things up. The zombies really are coming to me right now, though, which is great. Medicine resource has been unlocked. I do want to explore this, so let's just go ahead and do that now. So I could expand here if I wanted to. Then it becomes one really easy choke point to deal with. Sure, we can send some water over here. What else we got? What else we got? What else we got? Food-wise, doing fine, not scared. Fuel-wise, get another medium storage. Build 2 medium storages. That's all of my morale. Sorry, stamina, but it is fine. And I do need to start thinking about how we're going to attack more zombies. So to get to 14, we could taunt these guys. Like, that's not a bad option. How are we doing as far as resources once I step outside of the reservation, so to speak? Fine, actually. Yeah, our fighters are fine. So we can just make this cheaper as we go. That's good. Yeah, I want to find a way to deal with this. What we can do is try to get over toward this infestation. It's a little risky because this side of the bridge does have a lot that will head towards you, but I think we can handle it. Here comes a lot more stamina. I want to make this cheaper. Let's go ahead and explore up over here, and I can get the makeshift carpenter, and then probably another lumberyard since we're going to be increasing our wood consumption. That's right, zombos. Keep coming to me. This actually might almost be enough. If I can deal with these guys, this just got antagonized. So we got one more heading over here. I think actually all we have to do is a taunt here, and we've got it. Never mind, they're coming to me. I don't even have to worry about that. So we're about to get what we wanted. We're about to get the objective. Plenty of time. No impatience to worry about. This is why I'm saying I'm not scared of that part. That's fine with me. Let's go ahead and get some more storage just to be safe. But if we're not going to increase our population a ton more, I think we're going to be fine. So, last objective. This is the doozy. I got to cleanse all the infestations. And that means I have to really start exploring all over the map. Claimed areas, forest areas, grassland. I'm going to take claimed areas because this actually could be helpful in some places. I don't mind getting myself at least one hunting lodge to be safe, but I think that's going to be overkill from here on out. Another storage there would be great. Not going for another lumberyard. Good God, that's insane. Gonna get the extra well, and I'm gonna go for the extra kitchen here because I am gonna try building out that 2 extra population, start working my way toward the 7. Once we have a 3rd fighter, as long as our economy can sustain this, if we just keep claiming territory and moving out, we can start pushing really aggressively against the zombos. And that's what I want. Also, just having the extra population means that I'm going to start generating even more stamina, which would make a lot of sense. Really would like to get the medicine up over here if possible. We'll explore that region. I can explore these areas as well. We get another celebration. Free stamina is awesome. This is going to end up being a mountain at some point. So we'll be... Well, it's already a mountain, but it's going to be a stone source at some point. So we do want to have that on our side. Can send a bit of fuel over here, but I think we'll be fine. One more population comes up over there. Yeah, gotta start working over here and grab this medicine here, I think. Let's get the herb garden going. Then I'm going to hold off on my stamina in case I need to do any more emergency stuff. Looks like there's a zombie hating out over there. I kind of forgot that this guy was here. Okay. He might come after us, but if he does, we can respond to it. I'm not scared yet. Wreckage found. Free food. Sure. I like free food. Everyone likes free food. Free food is great. This guy is not aggressive, so we're okay on that front. We have, I think, 1.5 to 2 more years before our impatience is going to be here. Let's go ahead and pick up that population. So, yeah, now I see that these guys are getting angry. Grabbed a small healing hut. That actually is probably going to solve a lot of my morale issues. And now we should be able to get the next level of fighter. So we're going to go ahead and train this guy up, as expensive as he's going to be. And then we have to start overproducing everything, really. Let's go ahead and pick up the hunting. Let's pick up the charcoal. We're okay on water at the moment, so I'm not scared about that. Let's go ahead and grab even more morale and make sure things are nice and high. We're going to deal with these zombies as they come in, and then we're going to try to clear some stuff out over here to make sure that we're going to be safe in the north, which I'm not really scared of, but it's worth just being extra cautious. And then this guy, yeah, we're going to have to probably use 3 fighters to just go ahead and hit this as hard as possible. Let's explore these regions because I want to make sure that we are not going to get sneak attacked over there. Improvise, work overtime, blah, blah, blah. I mean, yeah, we'll just go ahead and improvise. Okay, you know what? If we're going to get a breakthrough for a 59% chance with extra basic resource production, I call that amazing. Absolutely phenomenal. Let's go ahead and pull back. Waiting for that next fighter. 26% chance, and the lumberyard collapse. Gosh dang you. 26% chance, and it sure did happen. I'm telling you guys, there's just something about me. My luck is just truly atrocious. Let's go ahead and move forward. We might actually end up getting some more zombies angry with us, but I want to deal with these 2, and if I can taunt these guys over here, honestly, that's fine. Totally fine. Waiting for more stamina to get together, and we'll rebuild that. Okay, so this is where we're going to have a problem, because we're getting attacked really aggressively over here. We have enough... Yeah, this is what I'm scared of, right here. Okay, we got to pull back. Let them come over to me. This sort of thing can happen. Because there's so many infestations and the borders, you sometimes are just going to get hit really, really, really aggressively by a lot of them. All right, it's going to happen. Let's get the well. What else did we say we wanted to do? All right, we have to build the lumberyard back up. I'm going to claim this region and just push forward because I can. And we know we're going to need to do that anyway because I don't want to pay the extra cost by moving my people forward. My economy is going to collapse. Also, this does taunt this last group out over here, and it's not very many. So this is fine. Now, this bridge right here is going to become a very contested point at some point here. When, in fact, what can be really good is building an outpost right here and turning it into a fort. If you have the extra stone to spare. Now, economically, God, the water consumption, man, it is so bad. Good Lord, you see what I'm talking about? You just move your guys outside of your borders just a little bit, just for a little while, and all of a sudden, everything hurts. Your whole economy starts to collapse like there's no tomorrow. It's ridiculous. Anyway, we can go ahead and do a cleanse. So this gets cleared out. Thank you. Pull back, save our economy, rebuild a little bit come winter. I need to get to the next level of tech. The next level of tech is how I'm going to be able to get things like some stone, so I can start going for things like an outpost. I do need to clear this out over here. And this is the last infestation that I would say is easy to clear with just the 3 fighters that we've already got. If we claim more territory, we can push forward a little bit further. But it's obviously expensive. Seven stamina? Ridiculous, dude. It's just ridiculous. All right, move forward a little bit. Burned out facility. Oh, I forgot about this. So by finding this military installation right here, you actually explore all of the nearby regions. So we technically wasted a little bit of stamina. I could have just done this and been happy with it. Whoops, forgot about that. That is kind of important. A very good way of saving yourself quite a lot. So we can afford to go for the next level of tech, and I'm going to. As long as we don't run out of things like food, which is very close to happening. But we're okay, so long as I keep my troops in my borders and we don't step out at all, we're going to be fine. Raising young children, I like this event for the nursery and the extra morale, so we'll just go ahead and build this immediately. We always need that as soon as you pop the event. Here comes the next level of tech. Good. So now we're going to be able to get ourselves the stone. I want to get enough stone that we can get some of the nice morale buildings, but I mostly want to get enough stone that we're going to be able to get that fort going. Good God, really? Really? All right, so now we're isolated and all these zones are taking damage. Crap, how are we gonna, does this come back faster than these burn out? I think yes. So I think we're gonna be okay, but holy crap. Let's go ahead and do some cremation. I don't want to spend any of my stamina cremating the bodies. We have to get more stuff here. I can't believe that happened. That's just ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. I can't afford events like that. All right. Well, we have to go ahead and make our push over here, I think. Let's try taunting over this direction if we can. Come on, I have to reclaim this, though. I have to reclaim it. There we go. All right, everything's now connected again, and we're fine. You've got to be kidding me. And there goes the sheep farm! Oh my God, ridiculous. All right, we got a bunch of explore discounts. I'm just gonna use those to just go ahead and auto-explore all of these. That's great. You move here, you move here. Why are people so angry? Kitchen's out of food. Yeah, we can't get food anymore, apparently, because all my Baba sheeps are gone. Wow. Yeah, this is going about as poorly as it can all of a sudden, and I don't really feel like I deserve what's happening here, but all right. We have to wait until we get a little more stamina so I can cleanse this, but the sheep are coming back online here. Go ahead and do the cleanse. And now that I have a little bit more to work with, let's go ahead and build our quarry. And then what? I would love to have the basic workshop so we can get a bit more of our basic resource production, because that makes it a lot easier. Now we have to just lose 11 freaking food. Oh my God, dude. Oh my God. This scenario is absolutely trying to obliterate me right now. I'm flabbergasted. I am a little flabbergasted. We're going to do a lot of scavenging. We shouldn't lose any pops. We'll be okay, barely, but this is ridiculous. I'm losing so much authority out of this arrangement. All right. Can we get ourselves an outpost? Yes. It'll take a while because we don't have enough stone. But I'm going to go ahead and have it queued up, ready to go, because my plan now is to push forward. We have no need for fruit production. We're going to push forward, take this zone, claim it, turn it into a fort, and then attack, 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 attack. But for that, I need to have the outpost, plus I need to have a lot of stamina, plus I need to have a bunch of stone already stockpiled for this to work. Once that works, though, we can move in for the kill and finish things off. 4 infestations remaining. It's these guys here. Now, as long as we also time this in such a way that we don't have the infested borders attacking me constantly, maybe we'll be okay there. Please stop getting the bad rolls on everything. There we go. Okay. What would help is to scavenge out some stone. I'm going to get a small training ground so we can get the extra fighter strength. That also is helpful. Come on, stone. Come on, I'm waiting on the stone. That's what I need. Okay, there's the outpost. There's this. How much stone do we need? I think it's 5. I am pretty sure that it's 5 stone in order to get my next outpost. So, okay, plus you need like 4 stamina or something like that. So it's going to be 5 to claim this. But I can't attack right now because look how many zombies just spawned over here. That's another 66 strength just wandering around. That's what I'm talking about. It's gotten me killed before, and I don't want to do it again. I'm not going to do it. I'm telling you right now, I don't want to do it. All right, we'll kill all of these, and then it's time to go on the attack. This is a very risky move I'm going to take, but let's go ahead and claim. Move forward. Place the outpost before the zombies attack, and then we're going to go ahead and turn this into a fort. Now, we probably will get attacked here anyway, but simply having the outpost here is going to give us a combat strength boost, and I'm going to move around and try to attack one of these other outposts over here, or sorry, one of these infestations, just to either pin them down or provide more reinforcements. Okay, we're about to get hit real hard here. Real hard. But the outpost is going to help. I think we're okay. Yep, 79 versus 40-something. We're all right. We're all right. Move forward. Get rid of this. Explore over here. Get rid of all this. Here we go. Here we go. And now we've got the fort. All right, so that extra combat strength is going to help a stupid amount. Stupid amount. I think we're actually fine now. We've got it. Nursery, small marketplace, sure. Water, I don't care. Get more of that, and get another sheep farm, and whatever else. Doesn't matter too much. All right, so this is fine. Let's go ahead and do a cleanse. And then we're going to do another cleanse. Zombie movement spotted, so they're going to be coming after me here pretty soon. We can afford to move forward a little bit. I can try to draw these guys out, all 44 strength of them. Or we're just going to have to deal with this. I don't think the cleanse here is going to work in time, so I'm going to instead do a taunt and then run. And then we're going to pull back like this. And I'm going to move here, actually, because I think this is fine. There's no point in doing the cleanse here. All of them would have attacked, I would have failed it, and it would have been a waste of my stamina. We might as well pull them out to where I am strong, and then it'll be easy. Throw away the extra food, don't care. All right, so here comes this group. And I didn't see anything that said that they were going to be attacking on this side, so I'm actually going to move both my fighters over here and just try to go for checkmate. This one fighter should be able to handle a lot of this because the fort is that strong. Should be fine. And then once this gets cleared out, we have reinforcements. And then as long as this gets cleansed out in time, we're going to be fine. But if we get attacked right now from this border, we actually might lose. So I'm going to train the dogs. Sure, why not? Morale is fun. And that's going to be it. Okay, we win. It's a long scenario. It's a tough scenario. And I really don't know that I like the fighter mechanic like that. Like, the extra modifiers suck. But we got it. So that's one more scenario down, only 3 to go. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If so, I would ask you to hit that like button, leave a comment, subscribe, hit the notify bell, and I will see you guys next time.